Hi everyone, welcome to Zello3d.com. Today we'll be showing you a MakerBot 2X, and I'm making a set of glasses for Dr. Venture. As you can see, Dr. Venture is a 3D model, and he's also a tiki mug. And I'm hoping to actually print him and possibly turn him into a ceramic mold. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of rumbling on my desktop here, and that's because I have a 3D printer on my desk. And this is a MakerBot Replicator 2X. It has two nozzle heads. It's very cool. A little bit strange to work with at first because one extruder head is right next to the other, so there's potential for it to drag one into the other as it's working on it. But so far this build has been going very well. As you can see, there's a raft made out of plastic. Let's see if we can get that. That raft made of plastic will actually support the object that's not going to touch the build plate. It's very important to have support, otherwise you'll get sagging. And we actually, I don't know if you can see it, but I printed a chain last night, and the chain was sagging along the top. Yeah, it's black, so you can't really see it. Anyway, the chain was sagging along the top row where it was not supported, so that's why you need to have supports, otherwise you'll get this little sort of banding, and it's almost like a bunch of pasta that just sort of slides out. Instead of it being a nice bunch of pasta, it's basically just sliding all over the place in a tiny amount because it's little tiny threads of plastic. So as you can see, this is actually a full pair of, well, actually it could be a pair of sunglasses. I've made it a little bit bigger to actually put it on. But yeah, right there is actually also known as a raft, which is basically right on the build plate, and it is working like a mother. Anyway, well, and it changes color sometimes. I think it tells you what it's doing by color change. I haven't looked into that yet. Anyway, that's it. Basically, this thing is really cool, and we're basically going to try to make connections with local vendors, maybe jewelry makers, bead shops, coffee houses. I'm going to basically set up shop in the inside those places and allow people to get printed objects right from me, or order them from me, and basically use the services of the shops while they're waiting for their print to print out, or maybe buying some jewelry to go with the jewelry that I'm making, so that they can basically put it into an inset or something like that, or maybe go get a cup of coffee and wait a half hour as their small bracelet or something like that gets printed out. I'm going to be doing necklaces and all kinds of stuff. I mean, we've got many plans here at Zello3d, and I'm going to try to keep this as community based as possible. So I'm going to get out into the community, do some workshops. I'm working with the Microsoft store. They actually are selling MakerBots, that's where I got mine, and they're doing some community outreach to show people the wonders of 3D printing. I think it's amazing. I mean, I would have never thought that I could have had a Star Trek replicator on my desk. I mean, it's not quite that yet, but I can see where it's going. With extrusion of materials, we are going to have some amazing stuff. Anyway, this is some of the older stuff I did. That's actually a 3D print from Shapeways. And basically what I'm planning on doing is, for the larger stuff, or the stuff that's a little finer that I can't get out of the MakerBot, we are going to basically send out to Shapeways to have custom 3D printed stuff. So I'll do the prototyping and the actual design and modeling of it, and all you need to do is basically just figure out what material you want to print it in. Shapeways does gold, they'll do silver, they do steel, I think they even have a bronze. I'm not sure if that's actual bronze. And I've actually had a lot of experience doing casting and molding. I've actually done, if you'll follow me over here, I've done full bronze castings. This one's about 20 pounds, as you can hear, using the lost wax method. So, I mean, I know how to do this stuff. I've been doing it for about 15, 20 years now. No, yeah, actually. Almost that. Anyway, that is a bronze casting. That is the old method. Back in the Etruscan days, when they used to actually use wax and put it in a mold, fire it, or at least get it really hot so all the wax melts out, and then you pour hot molten bronze into it. So I think with all the PLA, or the different types of fibers that you can load into this stuff, they actually have something that you can dissolve with a common household orange-based solvent. And you can basically cast right into a mold that way, so I'm thinking about maybe doing that too. Anyway, if anyone is interested, please leave me an email at jiminzello@gmail.com. You can find that on my website. And let's get started.